Welcome back to Boy You Have Seen Nothing, where I take a movie that everyone and their mother has seen and I finally see it for the first time. And this month's review will be for, as requested by my good friend Tony, aka 22 Tiger Dude, The Blues Brothers. Enjoy. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review The Blues Brothers. So, The Blues Brothers stars John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, and what this film is basically about. It's about these guys, they're both brothers, and what they need to do now is they need to help out this church get some money to basically save this church. And they decide they're going to try and bring the old band back together, the Blues Brothers band. And let's just say these guys get themselves into some crazy situations. Actually, second thought, the crazy situations is actually kind of an understatement for these guys. So, what did I think of The Blues Brothers? Now, The Blues Brothers is a movie that I've heard nothing but great things about. I heard it's a great comedy from mostly everybody that has seen this movie, and yeah, I gotta agree, The Blues Brothers is really great. It is a great comedy. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It's so funny and it's so great. It really is. It's such a fantastic comedy film, and also really has some great music to add to it as well. So yeah, The Blues Brothers, what a great comedy. But why is it a great comedy, you may ask? Well, let's get into the positives. And the positives are, first being, the acting in the movie. The acting is actually really good in this film. Everyone does a really great job. John Belushi is great. He does a really funny job in this movie. He really is great. Brings a lot of, charisma to his character, and he's just great. He was a blast to watch on screen. Same goes with Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd was great as well. I loved I loved him in this movie as well. He was fantastic. He did such a great job. Carrie Fisher is even in this movie. She, for what she has to do, she was great too. Also, John Candy was in it as well, and he was great. So yeah, the acting overall was really good. I thought everyone did a really nice job of the film. The comedy is fantastic. This movie, there was not a point where they made a joke and I wasn't laughing. Like, seriously, this movie is hysterical. Just the crazy situations that happen in this movie, like, you're beyond belief that they just happened, but you can't stop but laugh at it. Like, you can't stop laughing at it. It's so funny. Just the situations, especially in the third act. That third act has to be one of the most ridiculous and funniest third acts I've ever seen in my life, because holy moly, and everything else with the movie is really funny. The comedy just works 100% in this film. This movie is hysterical. Like, I absolutely love the comedy with this movie. This movie is absolutely hysterical. Even there's, this movie isn't a musical really, but there is some musical moments that do have, some musical numbers that do happen in the film, and they're really good. I did enjoy them a lot. And the music itself, really, the soundtrack, it's great. I absolutely love the soundtrack with this movie, especially that theme song that keeps on playing, the boom boom bam bam, just that theme song that keeps on playing throughout mostly throughout the film is great. I love it. The soundtrack is so fantastic. It's definitely a fantastic soundtrack in my opinion. Really fit with the tone of the movie. It was great. It really fit with the tone of the film, and I loved it. The chemistry between John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd is fantastic. You believe that these guys are brothers. They're great. Their chemistry is so on point in this movie. I love their chemistry in this film. These guys definitely have some fantastic chemistry with each other in this movie. They really play off each other really well. So yeah, the chemistry between both John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd is great. Really, it is. I love the chemistry between the two of them. The writing is fantastic with the movie. I thought the writing was absolutely great. The dialogue for all these characters is so funny. It really is. The writing is so fantastic with the film. The directing is great too. I believe it's directed by John Bellates. John Blades does an absolutely great job directing this movie. You know, he's directed films like Animal House and Coming to America. I love both of those movies too. Those movies are great. And, you know, he does such a great job directing this film. It's very well directed, very well shot, very well edited as well. There's a transition that happens in this movie that's hilarious. So, yeah, the editing is great. The cinematography is really great as well. This movie has some really great cinematography. So, yeah, John Blades does an absolutely great job directing this film. It's very, very well directed. And the pacing, for the most part, really is really good, too. The movie's 2 hours and 27 minutes, and I'm not going to lie, going into this movie, I was kind of worried with that running time because of how long it was, you know, especially for a comedy, to be honest. Like, I was really, really nervous about the running time, and it actually was really great for the most part, really. Like, it moved at a really nice, solid pace. You know, it just kept going. I really loved that. So, yeah, the pacing was really good. Now, the only issue I really do have is that there are some moments where the movie does drag a little bit. I will admit there are some moments where I did feel the running time, and it did drag just a little bit. But really, besides that, The Blues Brothers is a great comedy. It really is. It was a fantastic film. I loved it a lot. I had a blast watching this movie. The Blues Brothers is great. So it's time for my official grade on The Blues Brothers, and my official grade on The Blues Brothers is an A. It's a great movie. It really is. I absolutely loved it. I had a blast watching the movie. It's definitely a great comedy, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, The Blues Brothers gets an A. So, if you have seen The Blues Brothers, what did you think of it? Leave in the comment section below. I'm FilmFan0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.